Welcome back, AFTERBUZZers. Christiana takes us to church tonight. Terrence lights up the stage. All this and more for The Voice playoffs for episode 15 and 16. We'll be right back.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This is my jam. This is a classic. You can't go wrong with this one. It gets everyone moving. It gets everyone rocking.
I feel like I'm at a family barbecue every time the song comes on.
This is the barbecue song. This is the barbecue song. Backyard party song. I feel it. I love it. I love
It's like
it.
you know you're gonna have a good time when this song comes on.
You know you're gonna have an awesome time when this song comes on. Welcome back to The Voice. We are so excited to be back this week. I am your host, Cessna, and I am joined by the fabulous, fierce, sexy, beautiful, inspirational, beautiful co-host. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Monique Loveless.
That's just great, right? Like, I think we should be introduced like that everywhere we go.
Everywhere.
Yes, come on.
Hey
right?
guys, everywhere. Like when I go into the shower, I want to be introduced like that. You know, when I go to work, you know, everywhere I go, I want to be introduced just like that.
Well, I work from home and I take a shower by myself, so yeah.
All right. Well, there it is. I'm just
I guess
saying,
I
like,
could
there
play
should be
it.
like an
Right.
intercom or like an audio that should just come down and just.
Like
I know.
I'm
Just
sorry, I just got
every-
excited.
No, I'm connecting with you on that because
You know?
just like a affirmational kind of
That was great.
voice box that just speaks into you in the morning and the
that's all
noonday
I'm
when you
saying.
going to work, when you go to the mall.
She's looking
when
like,
you
girl,
go to
I don't know about the shower.
Look, everywhere. Come on, I need you. Like it's like a cheerleader in your corner, like this little.
just in your head.
Just in your
I love
head.
it. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm sorry. My name is Candi Marie, and I'm just so happy to be here.
Yes, we're so glad to have you back because last week you were traveling. You were shooting a movie.
I was shooting
Okay.
my very first
Nice.
film in Atlanta.
Okay, she's the next breakout star, superstar, movie star. You were in Atlanta filming. You did an amazing job. We missed you last
Thank
week.
you. I missed you guys. I missed you. So what did I miss?
Nothing much. No, we had a good time last week. We had a really, really good time. But now we're moving forward with the playoffs this week. Between yesterday, tonight, and then tomorrow, it'll continue. And we're right in the thick of things. So what has been your overall what are your feelings between this episode tonight and last night's episode? What are you all's thoughts?
Honestly, I don't feel like there was the best performances. Felt like it was kind of boring. A little boring.
Okay.
For
That's
lives
honest.
to be happening.
Yeah, for
You
the
know what?
lives. Yeah.
She makes a good point. I will say this. I think that Team Alicia always holds it down.
Yeah.
Like
Team
they
Alicia
wake
did.
me up, they
Down.
get me out my seat.
They
Okay.
did.
But yeah, I can't say the same thing about some of the other ones. I agree. I think some of the other performances were a little boring, but it's definite playoff season.
I definitely have to agree with that. Like, all throughout the episodes, I was like, okay. And then Alicia's scene came and I was like, yes, finally. And then it was the end. So I don't know. I feel like this is the time where everybody was supposed to be on point, like bringing the best performances ever.
But you know, the thing about the playoffs is that I think the playoffs also bring just a little nervousness. So maybe they're
it's a
just
lot of
nervous.
pressure.
Yes, a lot
But
of
they've
pressure.
lot of
been
pressure.
doing this for how many weeks now?
Yes,
Like,
but this
2
is
days
the
in a
first time that
row.
America gets to vote, right? That's what
Well,
changes.
yeah, and it's
that's what
live.
changes it up.
And
yeah,
it's live.
I will say it's live, but it was still it wasn't bad. So that's not the point. It was boring. Like, there's a difference.
Okay.
She's right.
Well, as far as my personal opinion, I just thought that it was just so much versatility between last night and tonight. I had performances that I loved. I had some performances that were boring, but there were also some performances that really got me out of my seat, that really just got me moving and just really had me drawn in. So I love the range of talent, and
Such a nice range of talent.
Such just a great variety. And I believe as we move forward, of course, the people that need to be knocked down or knocked out of the competition will, but the real talent is going to rise to the top.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to
and
that.
And speaking of rising, I think that's where the boring, like comes in. Like the boring people will eventually get knocked off. Because in order to be a superstar, you can't be boring.
I just feel like these are great. Honestly, I feel like these are great teams and these are great, like, last night they started out with their 6 people. So I thought it was great 6 people for each team. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't even know if people were nervous. I just feel like they didn't bring their, like, what we're used to seeing.
Well, what we're used to seeing, and speaking of used to seeing, you are used to seeing a lot of talent because you're a veteran here on the panel. You've seen just about every single season of The Voice. So I understand where you're coming from because you're speaking from a place of really knowing. Yeah. So I respect that.
Yeah. It was
like,
it was just, I don't know, wasn't the best to me until Alicia's team got on, and then I was like, of course. But I've been saying Alicia's team gonna win anyway, so.
Yeah, Alicia has a really, really strong team because
she does.
Her team is filled with people that are so passionate and for the most part so fearless, and that's what performing is all about, that fearlessness and that passion.
And
her
authenticity.
team has a lot of
They're
that.
so authentic.
Yes,
they do have a lot of authenticity, and that I think that's what after 14 seasons you're kind of looking for as a viewer too.
Yes.
It's just the fact that you want to see something more authentic, people who are giving different vibes, and she has a lot of that. What she said, indie artists. So bringing more indie artists to the main, the mainstream helps out a lot.
Speaking of indie artists, and I have to ask you ladies both this, do you think that mainstream is ready for indie?
I think they are. I mean, we see now, like, they had I don't know if y'all have heard of that, but the bands that do the jazz, I don't know if you watch them on YouTube, but they have like over 2-3 million followers. And the thing is that they went in and they were trying to get a deal, and everybody was like, no, the mainstream's not ready for you. So they got on YouTube, and now people are trying to ask them, and they're like, no, because our form of seeing things is not the same anymore. Like, we're not looking at stuff that's like on networks all the time. We have social media at our hands, and kids nowadays, oh my gosh, like kids, that's all they go to is the phone, the YouTube. They don't watch
everything is digital.
TV. They're like network, whatever. Like, that's nothing. So I feel like authenticity is what makes the numbers. So I feel like people are ready for it. I feel like that's what they want. Something a little more real, different.
I think the world is ready. The world is ready. The world is ready for what's real. And I only want to talk about what's real. only want to celebrate what's real. And
I love how your tone just changed. I think the world is ready for what's real.
Sometimes, I get I got this like,
classy but hood.
I guess a little bit of balance. I'm from Chicago, so I'm a Midwest girl, but I really connect to like the Southern, this imaginary like Southern root I have.
Well, a lot of people from Chicago are from the South. They have roots in the South.
Roots in the South, and I was going to say that because my grandmother's actually from Mississippi, so a little Southern comes out, and then I spend some time on the East Coast, so a little New York come out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just it depends on what mood I'm in.
Well, I appreciate it being a Southern person on the panel. Thank you, girl. I appreciate all of that, especially being in Atlanta last week. I got all the Southernness that I could get: Southern food, Southern accents. Oh my God, it felt good to be home.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got to talk more about that later in the show.
Girl.
So let's get into it. So last night's episode, we started the show off with Team Kelly, and the first performance was Alexa Capelli, and she sang It Hurts So Bad. Mm-hmm. She is so cute, first of all. She's so cute. She's so adorable. But for this performance, it just, she needs a lot more just development. I think a lot more development. But she's really bright and has a lot of potential.
Yes.
Yeah, I really loved her outfit. So I probably should do a little fashion segment for her because everybody was fire tonight. But I loved her like little embellishment jacket. That was really cute, and her outfit was really cute. She definitely owned the stage, but yeah, she still needs some development. But I've been saying that since I'm not really sure how she got this far, honestly, but
Well, you know what? I think as a stylist, you definitely nailed it.
Yes.
She was cute, and that's all that I wrote next to her. She was cute.
She was
but
cute.
you got to be a little more than cute to win this competition.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Alexis
At this
Capelli, baby
point-
girl. You know, hopefully we'll get to see her learn from this competition and move on. But yeah, I don't know if she's gonna survive.
Right. At this point, we need a little more.
Yeah, she has to bring the punch. You know what I'm saying? She got to bring the fire.
You got to
because
come to win.
You got to come to win.
Yeah.
You got to come to eat. So, but she was cute. She was good. You know, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I thought the competition would start off a lot stronger, or maybe with a stronger performance." But you know, it started off how it started off, and it led us to the next performance, which was Caleb Lee, and he sung "You Don't Even Know Who I Am." Now, what are our thoughts on Caleb?
I thought Caleb he's country, you know. Again, he you know, and I love country, but he was boring to me.
Yeah.
I felt like I've seen this performance over and over and over and over again. We were at a karaoke bar playing his guitar, and he was singing country. There was nothing else memorable about it. That's all I put, country guitar. That's it.
Yeah, I bet he was kind of boring. But the last note that he hit was really good. He was just really kind of boring. That's all the notes I had.
Okay. But this is the thing, I think, with country music or just whatever genre you have, this is a life principle. I was actually talking to Kevin about it, who is one of the founders of AfterBuzz. And he was saying one time how 99% of people are standing in the same line for the same thing. And they don't break outside the box and they don't do something different. And I think, especially in a genre like country music, you got to do something different because everyone's going to start sounding the same. It's country. Country has its own kind of flow. It's its own personality. So you got to be that 1% that breaks out on that stage, whether it's country, whether it's hip hop. But I think with hip hop and R&B and other genres, you can play with it a little bit more and have a little bit more fun and kind of break out of your box. But country is one of those things that you have to be intentional about breaking outside of your comfort zone and doing something a little bit different.
Well, I'm feeling like country is country. Country is kind of like the blues. You sit down and you have to have a story to tell. So I think with country, it's kind of harder to do somebody else's song. You really have to feel it. You have to come from an emotional place when it's with country. Yeah. So they don't, like, even though some of their tunes and stuff all sound the same, you feel country. So when you listen to it, because I actually like country, so when you listen to it, it's a story and you have to feel the story. So I'm thinking with this performance, he just kind of was doing the performance, which was good. But also, again, country is a story. So you have to be able to feel or have that emotion of it. So you got to tap into somewhere in your life to get that story to come through. So I'm thinking, he didn't really, he was good, but he didn't
really tap into that storyline. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, he didn't feel it. He didn't make us feel it. So therefore, he will not be felt again throughout this competition. And he will probably be going home.
He may be going home, but you know who did make us feel something? This next performer, her name is Tish Haynes Keys, the woman who I absolutely love and adore, and she sang Sam Smith, Nothing Left for You.
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
It was powerful.
I love her voice.
You talk about storytelling. I think she's just such a great storyteller through her music and through the song choices that she picks for this show. She really draws you in and brings you into this world, similar to, Terrence, who also performed later on tonight in the show. But
wait. Did you?
No, not comparing their singing styles.
No, but did you just compliment Terrence?
First of all,
did that just happen? Did she just compliment the man
complimented
with
Terrence.
the thing on the front of his head?
I just had to get used to it. You know what I mean? Because it was a distraction for me.
That's his style.
I know, but sometimes I just had to get used to seeing it because it was a distraction. Because I just wanted to see his face because I felt like I couldn't really see his face.
That was a good moment. I just had to point it out.
But no, I really am falling in love with Terrence. I'm really falling in love with Terrence. I really, really am. But she just has such a great story to tell as well. What are you guys' thoughts on her?
I loved that she actually sang, because when we last saw her, which was for the battle rounds, she definitely had that very fun, Lady Marmalade feel. She did a fun performance. Now she just sat and she sang. So I was really, really feeling that. I loved that. I think she did a beautiful job. She was actually, make sure you guys follow us, or at least, you know, follow us on Twitter and stuff like that, because she was one that I chose. So anytime you vote, you can do the hashtag voice playoffs and then the person that you vote for, and that's kind of how they get in. So that was my hashtag voice playoffs, was for her. I actually really liked her performance and I thought it was great. So
yes.
Yeah.
This little, listen here. She's way before her time. Way before her time. Amazing. Every single time I'm sitting there and I'm watching her and I'm like, is this girl really just 14?
Oh, no, that's Brand.
No, wait.
Sorry. I'm just so excited.
Because I started giving you the side eye when you said she before her time, because I'm like, she's a little bit more mature.
She's a little more mature. Lord, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm excited to talk about Bryn. That's just how excited I am.
No, Bryn was super dope, too. We're about to get to Bryn.
I think what y'all just witnessed is literally everything was like blah, 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 blah. And I just was like, Bryn, what's take place? And I was like, man, like, that's how amazing Bryn is. Like, I couldn't hear nothing y'all was talking about. That is how each performance should be.
But we were talking about Tish Haynes.
You know what?
Tish Haynes.
Tish is great. I love Tish.
She has so much soul, and she's not quite 16 or 17, but
listen,
you know, she's been through some. She lived some life. She's had some years on her, but she has so much soul. But Bryn was right up next, which I absolutely love. She sung "Unstoppable" by Sia. She tore the stage up. Okay.
Look, y'all heard what I had to say. Mic drop.
I loved her performance. I love
awesome
that she owned the stage, but I will say this. Her voice towards the end was a little shaky. And everybody knows I vouch for Bryn because I've loved her from the beginning when she was standing up there in blinds. And I just felt like this performance, I love that she owned the stage. She sounded great, but towards the end, she was a little shaky. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but I did like her performance.
I will say this in her defense, because I love her so much.
Yes.
She is only 14, so I'm pretty sure that probably was just a little nervousness.
Yeah. This girl is a breakout star. She is a mega star. She is a superstar. She is everything. I get the chills watching this girl.
I know. It's funny that you have to remind, like, the whole entire time I had to sit there and remind myself she was 14. Because I was like, she just does, like, at least can I get 17? Can you convince me of something? Like, she's amazing for 14.
Oh, my God. She knocked the ball out of the park. This is what The Voice is about. You know, this is what it should be about. Performances like this. Just so much passion,
all night,
so much power.
All night should have been these performances. The entire night should have been these. Like, people should have been singing their hearts out, and I just didn't feel a Bryn in every performance until we got to Alicia's team.
Well, that's the process to the top. Come on. It's lonely at the top. You know, that's where elimination comes in, because only the best will rise to the top. And like she right now, rose to the top in this performance like never before.
Honestly, for Kelly's team, I could have picked the two people. The rest could have gone. Like, I could have helped y'all out for the week.
You know what? It's so crazy that you said that, because that's all I kept thinking when we were watching all of these performances was like, I just want to choose my top 3 or my top 2. Yeah. And we just move on.
And just move on.
So what would your top 2 be for Kelly's team?
Let's get back to that.
We're gonna circle back to that.
I feel like my notes are a little all over the place, y'all. And it's just
from Kelly's team last night, because she still has tomorrow. So from Kelly's team last night.
Well, you know what? Since you put me on the spot, I'm gonna let you tell them what you think.
No, you were asked first.
I don't know.
You gotta tell the people who you love. Who you vote for.
I gotta sit down and calculate my thoughts, y'all. Look at this piece of paper. I gotta get ready. I gotta get prepared. Who you think?
I'm gonna get back to that.
Now I can tell you who my top choices are for Team Alicia.
Oh, I can't pick that. Not right now. That's one I can't. Like, how? My question is, how do you get attached to people and then have to let them go? Now that's the hard part.
That's the hard part. That is the hard part.
But when you've been doing this for some time, I think that in a sense you kind of get used to it.
But then what if you're like, oh, damn, I picked the wrong person. I should have had that person. Or I should have gone with this person.
Yeah, that is the hard part about it.
You know?
That's the hard part about it.
She was unstoppable. She was great. She won for a reason, so.
Was unstoppable. She was fearless. And I love how she continues just to evolve each week after each week. And I believe it's so important to evolve. And one way to do that is being able to get together with some friends, have some fun, learn, grow, and develop in every single area of your life. And there's a podcast called Conversations with Maria Menounos that does exactly that. Now, it's hosted by the AFTERBUZZ founder, and it drops every single Friday on iTunes. Now, Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity, influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to get better in really every aspect of your life. And I believe what we saw with her on the stage tonight, every week she's just getting better and she's getting stronger. And I think she needs to be listening to Maria's podcast, right?
She can definitely take away a lot from Maria's podcast.
She can take away a lot from Maria's podcast. And Maria, she talks about health, wellness, career, relationships. You know, if you have questions about dating and should I date this guy, or, you know, should I dump him? Maria can answer all those questions. She talks about finances and how to get your money in order, how to, you know, get your credit fixed if your credit's in the hole. You know, she talks about finances and covers all those things and a lot more. And Maria is like the big sister that I always wanted, and I know for a lot of women, she's like the big sister that everyone wishes they had. Probably even Bryn wishes, you know, she had, if she probably knew her. Hopefully you know her, Maria Menounos. But all you have to do now is just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos. And like I said, it airs every Friday, and it's totally for free. So what you can do is you can go on, you can rate it, you can comment, and when you go, just let her know that Chance and this show, The Voice, sent you there. Show her love, comment, because that's what it's all about. So make sure you check that out.
Yes, check it out. I mean, who doesn't want free advice? Especially women. We always need free advice.
Oh, women, we always need advice. We always need advice, and Maria has all of the nuggets and pearls.
Especially dating advice, because the next person, I mean, I know a whole lot of girls would want to date. So.
Oh, let's talk about that. Which one?
Dylan.
He's so cute.
He's a little cutie patootie.
He's a cutie. Dylan, how did you guys feel about this performance?
You know, I thought it was cute. It was another cute performance. You know,
it was cute. It was just enough to get by.
I mean, the crazy thing is like when you're comparing these performances to powerhouses, like that's what I'm comparing it to. And my thing is, are you coming to win or not?
Yeah, he was okay. I think that his performances are always really good. So that's one thing that he has down. And then his look, clearly that's what Kelly is going for, because she could already package him. Mm-hmm. So he, you know, to me, he was just okay. That's all I wrote. He did come pick me up. So I mean, he's always just been okay. I think Kelly just knew that she could package him. He's great to package right now.
Yes.
And he didn't do all the moving around and stuff. He actually sang this time. So that was good to see. And, you know, but
he's cute.
Yeah, he's cute, but cute is not going to get you to the, you know,
cute will not win
you
the
have
voice.
To be more than just cute. You know what I mean? You have to you got to give me something. And I didn't really feel that from his performance. But he was nice to look at. So moving on, we're going to have to jump forward because there were so many performances between last night. We're not going to be able to cover every single performance. But we're going to jump to, where do you guys want to jump to?
I like to jump to Spencer.
Okay, Spencer
on Team Blake.
Okay.
Well, we skipped Team Adam and I feel like
Sherane. I was gonna say, let's just dip into Team Adam and then we'll get to Spencer because she was towards the end.
Yeah, Sherane won on Team Adam and she totally deserved it. She was freaking amazing. Like, she said, I mean, she's always given an emotional performance, but she sang her heart out. Like, literally, I think this was the night for people to really sing.
Yes.
And she stood there and she sang, not sing, she sang it. And you could tell she's here to win it. I felt last night she was here to win. I was like, she is here to win this. And she won, and she so deserved it. She totally deserved it. Oh, and I have to say this one too, because this is all off. But Drew did Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. And I loved that performance. I loved the performance. He was like crazy good. And it was just different because you're used to like Michael Jackson.
Yes.
So the fact that he could do it differently was also really good. I loved it. It was... he had his hair slicked back. Yeah. Just everything about the performance was the pick that he picked. It was very interesting. But it was, I don't know, it was amazing. I loved every bit of it.
I'm a fan of Drew.
Yeah, what I liked about this performance is that it was very focused and it was very concentrated. And I really felt connected to the story he was telling through this song and the story he was telling through his eyes. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, he had a great performance.
It was a little bit more, it was different. It was his own version. You know, at first I'm like, is it too mellow? Is it too chill? But it worked. It worked.
It did. It worked for him. So that was the good part. It worked for him. And then another one on Team Blake was that I really loved, that I said her performance sounded great and she had fun, was Mia.
Mia. Oh, I loved her.
Yeah, Boostrom, she had a great performance, which was so much fun. And we haven't really seen her be as fun. She's usually a singer. So she gets on stage and she sings, but this performance, she sang, she had a lot of fun. I felt like she owned the stage. And last time we saw her, she did mention that Adam told her to get out of her head, which I think is a great thing because she has been really taking that advice.
Yeah, she's been following that instruction, and every week she's just getting better and better and breaking out of her shell.
Yeah, absolutely. And she did Baby I Love You, which was, she really owned the stage. And I think it's time for that. Like, it's time now in the lives, in the playoffs, to really own the stage and own your performance and be confident and really have a song. Since you're picking your songs, I don't feel like this is the time to experiment. This is the time to really like go for what you know.
Yes.
Until, you know, you feel comfortable with experimenting.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Really good advice. Go
with what you know.
Yeah, because then you can have more. You can have more fun.
You can have more fun with it
on the stage
and get out your head.
And what people are, the viewership is not really caring about you. Like, most viewers are not caring about you experimenting and trying something new. They want to see a good performance. They want to see like they're at the award show. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what viewers are expecting. And I feel like, you know, that's what it's going to take. Go with what you know right now so that you can really own the stage and really be confident in what you're doing. Yeah.
Yes.
Those were my top for Adams last night. That was my rundown for Adam last night. Because they were really good. Oh, and my other one was Reed. I actually #playoffs was Reed. He did I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. Great song for his voice. Super good song for his voice. And he really on the stage. He really got down. I was like, yes, he did that. So
yes, he did. Yes, he did. Absolutely. I loved the performance. I thought it was a great performance. I just love his voice. He has just such a great voice, and
like this is a U2 song, and U2. This was a huge song.
This was a huge song.
Yeah, this was a huge song. This is kind of one of those U2s. I mean, U2's been around for a long, long time, but, you know, it's one of those that I think might have been a crossover for them. So, he sounded really good.
This performance really emotionally took me to a whole different place. Like, it took me somewhere that was so special. I'm listening to it now. It was so special.
Yes.
I can't even. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so make sure once again you guys check out Twitter to kind of see like who you voted for. Mine was his, so #Voice Playoffs 3. That's who I went for. So yeah, it'd be fun to know who you guys go for. So
yes, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, and then even and comment below if you're watching on YouTube and you're streaming live. Let us know your thoughts in the chat room.
Yes. So,
moving on, another performance that was pretty strong and pretty solid is it Kyla? Am I saying her name right?
Yes.
Yeah, Kyla. She sang "How Great Thou Art," and wow.
Listen, she sang so hard. Not only did we cry, but she cried too. I watched tear drop from her eye, and I was like, yes, girl. Yes, girl. Like, we felt that.
Oh, my gosh. She
put everything into that performance.
She put her whole soul, her whole spirit into this performance.
She literally, every time she touches the floor, every time she touches the mic, she comes to win. And that's why I love her.
She comes to win.
I love her.
She knows performing, and that's huge. Because even like this, I don't know if they get to produce their productions too, which would kind of be cool because she, like, this was the perfect lighting, the perfect camera angles, everything about her performance was a performance.
And not only that, but the evolution of Kyla has been so special. And I think that's something that we've consistently talked about on this show. It's just watching her go from being, this is the young lady that was the background singer, right?
Yeah, for Jennifer Hudson.
And just to see her evolution and that confidence, and it's like, I have arrived. Kyla, you have arrived, girl, and I just
have arrived. Can we just give it up for Kyla?
Look, I have to applaud her for the evolution of Kyla, because I love the woman that she has become throughout the show.
Yeah, she definitely deserves it. She's been a background for a while now, and she shows it's definitely her moment.
Mm-hmm. This is her moment.
This performance, everything about it, she's a star.
Kyla is a superstar. She can be an icon if she keeps it up. She could be iconic.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the people thought so too, because she won on Blake's top 12.
I have chills right now.
The show's top 12. And the tear.
All you need is just one good tear to come down. That's it. And it'll move the whole world. Just one good one.
Just one.
I got to practice that. Even if you got to practice in the mirror before you go on stage, I'm telling you, that's just come with that tear. Is it really a real tear? I know, but I'm telling you, it just adds to the production value. If you want to bring up the production value.
Those tears got to be real.
I know they got to be real, but if they're not, because some of these people, you don't feel nothing. So you, just get one good tear. And then maybe I can connect with it a little bit more. One strong, get your eye drop, just one, right up in here. So moving forward, as we get ready to transition into the next episode, let's talk about final acts in the last night's episode that you guys loved before we get into tonight's episode.
Clearly, Alicia team came to, let me tell you, they came to slay.
Yes, they did.
Like Beyonce. Y'all watched Beyonce this weekend. I know. They came to slay.
It lit up the stage. It was on fire.
It was
there were
definitely
flames.
There were flames.
Yeah, and the lowest, I think the one that her least, my least favorite on her team was Johnny Bliss, but even he came to slay. He brought it.
They should just be Team Slay. That's it.
That's what they need to be called. Team Slay.
I like it.
They need just the hashtag Team Slay.
I like it.
Jackie Foster, Johnny Bliss did America, which was a Spanish song, and I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought that was interesting because, I mean, is it fair for him to sing in a different language?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, it is a competition. So look, it's not my fault that y'all can't. Maybe y'all can.
Not only is it a competition, but as we are standing in Black excellence and women standing for themselves, why not represent your own culture?
No, I thought it was beautiful that he
come
did.
To win.
Come
to win.
I'm glad he did it. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it's cool to come and represent your culture. Like, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that to represent your culture. And if you can do it, like, more people are going to be intrigued because a lot of people can't do it. So
I just wish do they put translations? Because I just wish. No, I'm serious. I wish it was just because I wanted to know what he was saying.
Yeah.
But that's why I didn't do that well in Spanish class growing up.
I
was on a struggle bus in the Spanish class, but I should have stayed with it because I would have been able to enjoy the song a little more because I would have understood it. But I know it was for the culture.
It's for the culture. It's for the culture. And speaking of for the culture, I just have to say this, but Danielle, everything she did was for the culture. Like,
you mean tonight or last night?
Both nights. It don't matter. Every time she
night.
steps on the stage, I'm like, girl, you doing this for the culture. I love her.
She definitely did tonight. Last night, she picked an interesting song, which I was super excited about because I saw the song before. She picked the song "Hey Ya" but by Andre 3000. Was not my favorite.
Okay.
And she always does. I love that she steps out of the box and does songs her way.
I love that.
With this. Uniqueness. So I love that about her. But I think that was one of her weakest performances.
You think so?
Let me tell you, last night, y'all know I had a whole bunch of stars. Next to was Terrence Cunningham. He did "How Come You Don't Call Me" by his coach.
Terrence can do no wrong.
I can say.
Terrence can do no wrong.
I feel like we need to take a moment of silence for this man because he is just everything.
Okay, we could take a moment of silence.
That was everything.
I'm just going to interrupt the
I
moment
know.
of silence.
We were really having a real moment of silence.
Disrespecting the moment of silence.
I went all the way out because I'm like, this man, I was waiting for her to play the clip. I'm like, he did that. He did his own coach's song. And you can't even compare them. You can't even say, oh, well, he did an Alicia Keys song. It's going, we waiting on this Whitney Houston feel, No.
I think it's safe to say that he made her proud.
He definitely made her more than proud.
He would have made me proud. I would have been like, yes.
I was proud for her. I was like, girl.
I mean, Terrence I'm seeing the making of a legend. I'm seeing the making of an icon.
I feel like we definitely have quite a few of those on this show. Like, quite a few people.
I don't know, quite a few. Maybe like top, like 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's a few. How many is in a few? 3, right? 3 is in a few. That's, maybe 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Hey.
Yeah, that's a few.
Okay. Come on, y'all.
A few, yeah. Beyond the 2 is a few. Mm-hmm. Oh, here it is. Yes.
I keep your picture beside my bed.
So classic.
Look
So
at the
different.
leg. Look at the leg. Look at the leg.
The falsetto is amazing. This is real music.
I just want to close my eyes and have my eyes closed for the rest of the show.
This is real music.
I just don't understand how he does it.
I guess I was wrong.
Listen.
Because the song never sounds like the original recording.
This is real music.
Like, you always forget he's doing an original song.
No disrespect to Alicia, but he did your song. Like, he did.
He almost
your
did
song.
it better.
No. You can't compare.
I said almost.
No, you can't compare that
That's
one.
That's the best male version of that song. I'm gonna say that because I don't think I've heard any males do that song
And cover it and
like that. They cover it like that.
I mean, I love Britain.
How?
Y'all know I've been rooting for Britain. But let me tell you, he did. I am the first to tell you every week that we come in here, do not do coaches' songs. Do not do their songs.
You have. This is true. But I just want to say how
I have to say that
How
one.
Sway?
How
How?
Sway?
How am I supposed to listen to Alicia Keys' song and think about her voice again?
I don't know, but that was great.
I'm sorry, but those notes.
Spectacular performance.
Thank you, Terrence. Thank you for creating a competition. You have officially created the competition. The competition is here. It has.
It would
arrived.
be no competition without him.
It would not be
really
at all.
I kind of feel like the people don't even really understand him yet either.
Oh yeah.
Because he should have won. Britain won, which lets us know young people, they getting on. They're into this, you know. Britain won. Bren won. Like, these young people are getting on here. You know, that's their thing, their internet.
So what you trying to say? Older folks
Y'all
don't need to vote?
folks, y'all need to start getting
get
on
with the
there
program.
and get with the program and start voting.
Right. Because honey, he should have won. I mean, although I have to say Kelsey Johnson was a good one too, because I love Amy Winehouse.
Her
tone, her rage.
Tone.
And it's hard to do an Amy Winehouse now because, you know, R.I.P. Amy, but I used to sit and be depressed and listen to Amy all day. And, like, she just brings something, and Kelsey really did that, too, for that performance.
And I have to agree with Alicia Keys when she was basically saying about her tone and her uniqueness and how it reminds us of Lauryn Hill, and I agree. Whenever I hear her voice, you know what
I said that in the beginning.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I will say her tone is just like, man, I could hear her tone through other voices and other singers, and if somebody cuts on the radio, I could potentially hear just, you know, and just say, hey, that's Kelsey. That is Kelsey singing.
Yes, because her sound is so distinct. So distinct. I just love her. I love her style. I love her flair. I love her energy. I'm ready to buy her album. I'm ready to just hang out with her.
We should go to her concert together. Y'all want to go together?
Or we can get her. We can go to a concert, or we can
together.
just get her on the show.
Oh, absolutely, Kelsey.
We got to get Kelsey
our first guest
on the show. Maybe we can reach out to her. I'll reach out to her, and we'll try to get her on the show. But I know she's, you know, in the midst of the competition. But at some point, you know, we can try to get her to, you know, slide on in, swoop in.
And if you guys want her to be on the show, then, you know, make sure you tell her to be on our show.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go on our
media.
page, social media, let her know about the show, and tell her to come on the show. So let's move into the next episode because time is running on.
Right. This episode was good, and they only covered 2 coaches, which is cool. So make sure you guys tune in Wednesday, but we will be covering that next week?
Yes, next week we'll be covering what happens tomorrow.
I guess I could just run through and give who I liked.
Okay, just go on ahead.
You know what?
Let me just get it out now.
Do the rest of the show.
No, I just gonna get it out now. So at least, you know, we covered a lot of people. Team Blake had, you know, Spencer, your girl. Spencer.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them?
No, go ahead.
Are you
tell
sure?
them. Yeah,
Because this is no longer called The Voice. It's called Mo Voice.
No, it's
Mo's Voice.
Mo's Voice.
Mo's Voice.
No, we just want to be able to get everybody through them.
All right. So Spencer, she's dope. Love her voice. I love what she's doing for country music. I agree. She is a phenomenal talent, and she is definitely one of my 4. She could potentially be one of my 4.
So part of your few.
She's part of my few. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
She's part of my few. Candy's few.
I really like Spencer. She's really sweet, but I'm waiting for her to just break out of the box into the next level. I guess my expectations are just so high for her. Maybe I made them too high. Where you know, and then but like when I see Spencer and I think about as a Kelsey, they kind of look alike. I don't know. They don't look alike, but I don't know. I know it's 2 different teams, 2 different genres. But
hopefully they can prove to you who deserves to be here more than the other.
I think definitely Kelsey, but I like Spencer. I do, but I'm ready to just see the wild side come out. I don't know.
You feel like she's too safe?
I think she plays it safe.
Yeah,
okay.
She does.
Do you think it's because she is a country singer?
No.
Do you think she plays it safe for a country singer?
No, I just think she plays this as safe for an artist, period.
I can agree with that.
Interesting.
It's another level in this.
It's her personality.
Interesting. I will say that I feel like it has something to do with her stepping into country music. To be honest, I think that's what some of it has to do with, because she is so different. She is an anomaly for country music, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So you're saying you think it's like the ceiling over her because she's in this genre?
I feel like in a sense, because she's not trying to fit into a stigma. She is breaking the stigma that has been placed on country music just by her being a young Black female artist that is with a powerful voice like that. I feel like she is definitely bringing something different. But I feel like she doesn't want to go too far off because then I think it'll take away from the fact that she is still a country artist.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. Country was started by Black people.
Ooh.
Chuck Berry.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm talking about country today. Country today. I'm saying,
but she's not really like country.
So you
is
saying she's taking
soul.
it back to the roots? Is what you're saying? She's taking it back to the roots?
No, country is kind of soul, so I don't think she should be afraid of that. I'm thinking that's just her personality, and she hasn't found. I think that's just her personality.
Well,
She
did start in the church.
She's cool.
She did start in the church, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why she's so contained because
conservative.
maybe
She's very conservative.
Conservative is the word.
And the fact that she's really conservative, it comes out in her performances.
Okay, well, I mean, the great thing about this is, everybody's entitled to their own opinions and things.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But it's,
country did derive from the Black community. I mean, they're in the Hall of Fame right now. Chuck Berry just got indicted, inducted to the Hall of Fame. So,
cool.
That's cool. All right.
All right, Spencer, represent girl.
All right, Spencer.
Wakanda forever.
All right, Spencer. Okay, so then we have a few other people. We have Wilkes, who also sang tonight after Spencer opened up.
He did an awesome job. I like Wilkes.
He sounded good, but this was one of his not so good performances.
Yeah, I was kind of like,
y'all
50,
think
50.
so?
I was like 50-50 with him.
He's always really good, but this is like my least fave performances. Get it out. This is my least fave performance of his.
Yes. Now, last week I told you I actually loved his performance last week.
Yeah,
I loved
he
it.
always comes with
It's
great
interesting.
It was
performances.
awesome, but tonight, I don't know if it was the song choice or I'm not sure.
I'm not typically a big fan of Wilkes, but I enjoyed his performance tonight.
Thought it was cool. So after that, we have Pryor. Pryor, he sang 9 to 5. Pryor, he just has great energy. Really, really great energy. So we had Pryor. Then we had Gary Edwards, who came and did the Southern gospel song and gave us those Southern gospel vibes. So that was cool. And those were all Team Blake for the playoffs. Then moving on, we had Alicia's team, which of course you guys loved, and Terrence sang Ain't Nobody, which was so much fun. We opened the show up with that song.
Yes.
He just always picks the greatest songs. So what are you guys' thoughts? Team Alicia, Terrence Ain't Nobody, then Christiana saying Take Me to Church.
They're all amazing. All of them are amazing. They're great.
Yeah. For
Great.
the first time, okay, so for Terrence, I wanted to see him get up out. This is the first time I wanted to see him get from the piano. Like, do the piano and then get up and
around.
do a performance. Yeah, because this was a very upbeat song. So I have to say, this was one of my least fave performances of his too.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's Terrence, so he can do no wrong.
Yeah, he can do no wrong.
So, but I did want to see him like get up and move around. Christiana was amazing. I love that song, Take Me to Church. She came with the outfit. She came with the hair. She just really, she must have really felt Beyonce this weekend and was like, you know what?
No,
I'm
for
feeling all of this, so this is what I'm going to come with because it was bomb. But actually, it's funny because my fave performance of the night was Jackie, and I haven't really liked her that much.
Jackie was
She hasn't
strong.
been not that I didn't like her. She hasn't been my favorite in the competition. Like, I couldn't understand why she was still there, but clearly there was a reason.
I love watching Jackie.
Yeah, I found out what it was.
What do you think it is?
She just had a great performance tonight. She owned it. She came out. She was looking great. She looked great last night. She looked great tonight. It was just like she stole the stage. Like, I don't know what it was, but whatever she decided to do this week, I could tell that it's been different. Maybe it's just her being more confident on the stage or whatnot. But she performed and she owned the entire stage. She gave us a performance.
I think that's what it is for me about Jackie is she's another one that I like watching evolve.
Yes.
I love watching the evolution of Jackie because from the beginning we've seen this shy little nervous girl and now she's blossoming into a singer. She is an artist to me.
Yeah,
I can finally see an artist.
Yeah, she's blossoming into a performer, to a real performer. So let's we only just have a few minutes left here. Let's talk about news. Do we have any news?
There's just one piece of news which we should be super excited about. All of you guys, make sure you tune into the Billboard Awards because Kelly Clarkson will be hosting.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Congrats, Kelly.
Congrats, Kelly.
Right. So what do you guys think seeing her on The Voice now? We get to see her personality more.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I think it's great. It's such a great look for her because I don't think people were so aware of how amazing her personality was. But I think that's what this platform has done for her. So I think that she's right in like she's really walking in her own lane now.
She's walking in her own lane.
I love it. I love it. She's got such a freaking amazing. Sorry guys, I almost dropped the F-bomb. Such a freaking amazing personality, and I love it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I mean, it's like people were asleep on her, but now people are really waking up to her, and I'm glad that she's finally getting her moment to shine and to just break out and have her own moment. So just kudos to her for hosting the show.
She's funny.
She is. She has so much personality, and she's so charismatic.
Yeah,
and
she's great to watch.
She's sensitive. She still has that emotion, and she's still humble, so it makes you so relatable to people. And I think seeing her on The Voice now is definitely opening up more opportunities for her. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's all the news for this week?
Yep, that's the news for this week.
All right. So thank you for that. Thank you for that news this week. Now we're going to slide right into predictions for tomorrow night and for next week. What do you guys thought?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right. So, for predictions, I'm just saying, look, all of the people on the show that haven't stepped their game up, I'm hoping that they will really start to take it seriously because next week it's going to go down to the top 12.
Yeah,
Am I
top 12.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that America gets it right. I'm hoping that everybody gets out and that they vote for the right people because it's really going to break my heart to see some of my faves go home. But it's only if you guys don't vote.
Right. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of the performances and how they're going to, bring maybe more to the performances because Alicia's team has been killing it. I know everybody can see that. So I just want to see more. And then I'm also really excited to see who else gets picked for the top 12.
Yes. I'm looking forward to the top 12 so much. I would say my top two favorites, I can just say it now, for this season are Kelsey and Terrence. Those are my top two picks. Two talents that I love. Everyone, there's a few other people that I really, really like too, but those are my top two favorites. So I just look forward to, seeing who makes the top 12 and hopefully them making it in, which I'm sure they will. So make sure you guys vote. So anything else? Any final thoughts?
That's it.
All right. Well, we had so much fun with you guys this show. Once again, I am your host, Chance Cessna, and you can find me on social media at Chance Cessna on Instagram and Facebook, and you can check out my website where you can learn more about me at itsbychance.com.
Nice. I'm Monique Loveless, and you can catch me on all platforms at Miss Mo Loveless, and that's MS Mo Loveless. And make sure that you also check out my other show that I have on Sunday nights called Trust at 10 p.m.
Yes, always so much fun when we come together to do The Voice, guys. I can't even talk today. My name is Miss Candi Marie, and you can find me on Instagram at Miss Candi Marie and on Twitter at Sweet Candor TV.
All right, awesome. So until next time, we will see you guys next week, and we look forward to it.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.